In the heart of the serene paradise, the promise of an unparalleled reward awaits the believers. This reward is more precious than the vast gardens, more significant than the rivers of milk and honey, and more cherished than the splendid palaces adorned with gold and pearls. It is the hadith of seeing Allah, the ultimate prize and the supreme motivation for a believer. This promise is not just a reward, but a beacon, illuminating the path of righteousness and unwavering faith. This divine vision serves as a guiding light for the faithful, urging them to keep their focus on the afterlife and make it their utmost concern. The mere thought of this moment should inspire a believer to wake up at night, to stand in prayer, and to strive for piety, with the image of this hadith engraved in their heart. It is this promise that fuels the soul, driving it towards greater devotion and deeper faith. If the anticipation of this moment does not stir one's heart, then it is time to look inward, to cleanse the heart of its rust and dust, and to realign it with the divine purpose. In the celestial abode of paradise, as the believers bask in the bliss and tranquility of their eternal home, a call reverberates through the heavens. It is a call unlike any other, a call that fills the hearts of the faithful with boundless joy and anticipation. O people of paradise, your Lord is inviting you for a visit. Hurry and come along. The believers, their hearts leaping with joy, respond in unison, "We hear and we obey." This is not merely a call to gather, but an invitation to a divine rendezvous, a moment they have longed for throughout their earthly lives. With eager hearts and swift steps, they prepare for this sacred meeting. The best of transportation, more magnificent than anything known to mankind, is prepared for them. They embark on this divine journey, the anticipation growing with each moment, until they reach a vast open space, a majestic arena prepared specifically for this divine appointment. This space, grand and beautiful, is unlike any other, for it is the meeting place of the Creator and His beloved creations. As the believers gather in this enormous area, a sense of unity and equality pervades the atmosphere. No one is left behind. Every soul is present, drawn by the irresistible pull of their Lord's invitation. Allah commands His majestic throne to be established in this sacred space, and it descends, enveloping the gathering in a divine aura. Thrones of light, pearls, rubies, and precious stones are prepared for the assembly, each throne a testament to the honor and dignity bestowed upon the faithful. The prophets and messengers, the exemplars of faith and perseverance, are seated in the front lines. Behind them, the other believers take their places. Even those seated on the fragrant sand dunes do not feel any less significant than those on the thrones. For in this divine assembly, all are equal. The seating arrangement reflects the believers' devotion during their earthly lives, particularly their attendance at Friday prayers. Those who hastened to the mosque and sat in the front rows are honored with the front seats in this heavenly gathering. As everyone settles into their places, a profound silence envelops the assembly, a silence filled with anticipation and reverence. A caller then announces, "O people of paradise, Allah has a promise for you, and He wishes to fulfill it." The believers, filled with gratitude and joy, recall the countless blessings they have received from their Lord. Didn't He already brighten our faces? Didn't He already make our scales heavy with good deeds? Didn't He already admit us into paradise and save us from the hellfire? They murmur among themselves, their hearts overflowing with thankfulness. In this state of gratitude and reflection, an extraordinary event unfolds. A light, more brilliant than any they have ever seen, begins to shine upon them, illuminating the entire paradise. They raise their heads, their hearts pounding with anticipation, and behold a sight that fills them with awe and reverence. Allah, in His infinite majesty, manifests above them, encompassing them with His divine presence. He greets them, "Peace be upon you," and they respond with words that resonate through the heavens, acknowledging His majesty and blessings. This divine greeting is not just a formality, but a profound expression of the intimate relationship between the Creator and His creation. Allah, smiling upon His beloved believers, addresses them with words of love and recognition. "Where are those who worship me without seeing me? Today is the day of increase and abundance." These words highlight the essence of true faith, the unwavering belief in the unseen, and the steadfast devotion to the divine even without physical evidence. In this celestial gathering, each believer experiences a personal moment with Allah. He speaks to them individually, reminding them of their deeds and His boundless mercy. "Don't you remember when you did such and such?" He asks, and the believer, overwhelmed with gratitude, responds, "O Lord, didn't you forgive me?" Allah, in His infinite mercy, reassures them, "Of course, my forgiveness has reached you, and this is why you are in the position that you are in." This personal interaction with Allah, this direct communication, is a testament to His love and mercy, a moment that each believer treasures deeply. As the divine assembly continues, the believers unite in a single, heartfelt request. "Our Lord, show us your face so that we may look at you." This plea, born out of pure love and devotion, is the pinnacle of their desires. In response, Allah grants their wish, removing the veil that separates Him from His creation. The light that emanates from Him envelops them, a light so powerful and radiant that without His mercy, they would be consumed by its brilliance. This moment, the ultimate vision of Allah, is the peak of all rewards, the culmination of their faith and devotion. It is a moment that transcends all earthly experiences, a moment of pure, unfiltered divine presence. Every believer in this sacred gathering experiences a direct and personal connection with Allah, a moment that reaffirms their faith and fills their hearts with boundless joy and gratitude. This extraordinary event takes place every Friday, a testament to the eternal nature of paradise and the ongoing relationship between Allah and His believers. It serves as a constant reminder of the boundless mercy and rewards that await those who prioritize their faith in the afterlife. Each week, the believers gather, united by their love for Allah and their desire to be in His presence, reaffirming their commitment to their faith and their devotion to their Creator. In the serene paradise, where the faithful dwell in eternal bliss, this divine meeting is the ultimate reward, the supreme prize that transcends all others. It is a moment that every believer cherishes, a moment that reaffirms their faith and fills their hearts with boundless joy and gratitude. This is the promise of paradise, the ultimate vision of Allah, the greatest reward for the faithful. In that sacred and divine assembly, the sense of unity among the believers reaches its zenith as they all unite in a single, heartfelt plea. The culmination of their earthly striving and their celestial anticipation coalesces into one profound request. "Our Lord, show us your face so that we may look at you." This request is not merely a question, but the deepest expression of their love, devotion, and yearning to be closer to their Creator. The anticipation in the air is palpable, each soul yearning for that divine encounter, each heart racing with the hope of witnessing the unimaginable. The divine response to their unified plea is nothing short of miraculous. Allah, in His infinite mercy and majesty, grants their wish. The veil that has always separated him from his creation begins to lift, and in that divine moment, the very fabric of paradise seems to tremble with anticipation. The veil, a barrier between the seen and the unseen, begins to fade, revealing the ultimate sight. As the veil is removed, a light more radiant than 1,000 suns pours forth, a light that is pure, transcendent, and enveloping. This divine light, emanating directly from Allah, bathes the believers in its brilliance. It is a light so powerful that, were it not for Allah's mercy, it would consume all it touches. Yet in His infinite compassion, He has decreed that this moment, this vision, will not harm the believers. Instead, it fills them with a profound sense of peace, joy, and fulfillment. The light itself seems to communicate the boundless love and mercy of the Creator, wrapping each believer in a cocoon of divine presence. Every believer in this sacred gathering is overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of this experience. The sight of Allah, the very essence of their faith and the pinnacle of their hopes, is now before them. The vision is not just a visual experience, but a deeply spiritual and transformative one. It touches the core of their being, reaffirming their faith, their devotion, and their eternal bond with their Creator. In this moment, all doubts, fears, and sorrows dissipate, replaced by an overwhelming sense of divine love and connection. As they bask in the divine presence, each believer experiences a unique and personal communion with Allah. He speaks to them individually, reminding them of their earthly lives, their struggles, their deeds, and most importantly, His boundless mercy and forgiveness. "Do you remember when you did such and such?" He asks gently, and the believer, awash with gratitude and humility, responds, "O Lord, didn't you forgive me?" Allah, in His infinite grace, reassures them, "Indeed, my forgiveness has reached you, and that is why you are here today, in this state of bliss and fulfillment." This intimate dialogue between the Creator and His creation is a testament to the personal relationship each believer shares with Allah. It is a moment of reflection, gratitude, and reaffirmation. Each word from Allah is imbued with love, each response from the believer filled with devotion. This direct communication is the epitome of their faith journey, the reward for their steadfastness, and the ultimate proof of Allah's mercy and compassion. The significance of this divine encounter extends beyond the moment. It is a recurring event, taking place every Friday in the eternal timeline of paradise. This weekly gathering serves as a constant reminder of the boundless rewards and mercy that Allah bestows upon the faithful. Every Friday, the believers come together, united by their love for Allah and their yearning to be in His presence. This divine appointment becomes the focal point of their eternal existence, a moment they look forward to with unwavering anticipation. In these weekly gatherings, the believers once again experience the divine light, the intimate dialogue, and the overwhelming sense of peace and fulfillment. Each meeting with Allah reinforces their faith, their love, and their commitment to Him. It is a cycle of eternal bliss, a constant reminder of the divine relationship that defines their existence in paradise. This divine encounter, this vision of Allah, is the ultimate reward, the supreme prize that transcends all others. It is a moment that every believer cherishes, a moment that reaffirms their faith and fills their hearts with boundless joy and gratitude. This is the promise of paradise, the vision of Allah, the greatest reward for the faithful. In the serene and eternal paradise, the believers dwell in a state of perpetual bliss. The gardens, the rivers, the palaces, all pale in comparison to the divine encounter that awaits them every Friday. It is this promise, this vision of Allah, that makes paradise truly the ultimate reward. The joy of seeing their Creator, the light that envelops them, and the intimate dialogue with Allah are experiences that define their eternal existence. Every aspect of their earthly lives, every act of worship, every moment of devotion has led them to this divine encounter. It is the culmination of their faith, the fulfillment of their hopes, and the ultimate affirmation of Allah's mercy and love. The believer's journey, from their earthly struggles to the eternal paradise, is marked by this divine promise. This vision of Allah that transcends all worldly pleasures and rewards. As they continue to dwell in paradise, the believers are constantly reminded of the boundless mercy and love of their Creator. Each Friday, as they gather for this divine appointment, their hearts are filled with renewed gratitude and devotion. The vision of Allah, the light that envelops them, and the intimate dialogue with their Creator are experiences that define their existence, reinforcing their faith and their eternal bond with Allah. This divine encounter is not just a momentary experience but an eternal one. It is the ultimate reward, the supreme prize that transcends all others. The believer's faith, their devotion, and their unwavering commitment to Allah are rewarded in the most profound way possible. With the vision of their Creator, the light of His presence, and the intimate dialogue that affirms their eternal bond with Him. In the end, the promise of paradise is not just about the gardens, the rivers, or the palaces. It is about the ultimate reward, the vision of Allah, the divine encounter that transcends all earthly pleasures and rewards. It is this promise, this vision, that makes paradise truly the ultimate reward, the supreme prize that every believer yearns for and cherishes.